I'm Stacey Hoppes. Joining me today is Henry McCully, Director of Public Works. Henry, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So winter is among us. We'll talk a little bit about snow removal and parking bans, but to start off, why don't you tell us a little bit about the main services that Public Works provides for the community?
Okay, well, the town of Wallingford has approximately 232 miles of roads.
Okay.
Public Works maintains all of those roads. That's patching potholes, repairing curb damage from the winter, and also the main projects would be repaving of roads.
Right.
And we try and do between 14 and 18 roads a year in the summer, and earmark those busier roads to be paved first, the ones that get used the most. Unfortunately, cul-de-sacs take a back seat, but we try and the greatest good for the greatest number, so to speak.
Right. Take care of the most important people.
We also maintain all the parks in Wallingford.
Okay.
And that includes the fertilizing contracts, mowing the lawns, we line all the fields, maintain anything that has to be done to the parks we do. Ball fields, diamonds, whatever is needed. And we also maintain 7 buildings that comes under Public Works. That includes the town hall, animal shelter, this building, 6 Fairfield Boulevard.
Yep.
And that includes all the mechanical maintenance, roofs, windows, whatever.
Right.
It's quite involved. And what else do? We have the resident drop-off center that used to be the Wallingford landfill.
Yep.
When I started here 35 years ago, it was we did have an active landfill where trucks would go up on the top and dump the garbage, and we compacted it and covered it every day. And we eventually ran out of room, and we now have a resident drop-off center where residents take their garbage and you pay for it per bag, and subsequently the trash is hauled to the burning plant in Bristol, Connecticut.
Okay. And we do have the recycling down there as well, right?
We also have that as our resident drop-off is combined with recycling, so bottles, cans, certain plastics, computers,
right.
Batteries, extinguishers,
right.
all manner of items that can be recycled, can be taken down there. If it can't be recycled, they will direct you and show you where it goes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And I know that people are still picking up leaves, so you can bring your leaves down there as well.
Yes, we have our composting center is separated from the resident drop-off.
Okay.
And residents can take their bag leaves with masking tape only. This is always
right.
a big issue on leaf collection time. The reason we request or actually demand the masking tape is that the leaves are recycled and you can't put plastic tape on there. So if my men take the leaves down there with plastic tape on it, they get rejected too.
Right.
Because the contractor who recycles them is they have to keep the product clean.
Right.
Once it's
can't have plastic in there.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we talk a little bit about the actual snow removal? I'm sure you guys have a priority plan in place of what roads and what parking lots need to be plowed first.
Yes. Public Works is divided into 21 sections for the Public Works Department. Each driver is in a snowplow truck with a spreader. They carry approximately 8 tons of product. That would be, and we use what is called magic salt.
Okay.
What it is, it's sodium chloride that is treated with a byproduct of distilling vodka.
Oh.
A German scientist was very observant. He noticed that after distilling vodka, the byproduct, which is sort of smells like molasses, never froze in a pond that they stored it in. And he came up with the idea if we treated salt, it would bring the melting point for the salt is around 18, 19 degrees Fahrenheit. But if you treat it with the molasses, the byproduct of distilling the vodka, it takes the melting point down to 5 degrees, which is ideal for where we live in Connecticut.
Absolutely.
So rarely it will go below 5 degrees where we live.
Right.
So the roads, as far as we know, there's not a lot of damage to the implications with the environment using so much salt. But there is if you use sand, there's the sweeping of the roads and so forth. So, and there's also the traveling public, the safety.
Right.
The roads are much safer with the salt, and the traveling public can get out and do their Christmas shopping and whatever they do in the winter.
Right.
And be sort of guaranteed the roads will be safe to travel on.
Right, you're not slip and sliding everywhere.
Correct.
Right. And some of the priority places that they plow main roads, parking lots.
Yes, we do have the highly traveled roads. Your feeder roads, we call them, are done first.
Okay.
North Main Street, if anyone in the center of town, North Main Street Extension, the hill, going down to Community Pool. These are high traffic areas, and we want those treated first.
Right.
And of course, if there's any emergencies, the fire department can call us. We dispatch a truck to take ambulances in. During heavy snowstorms, we've done that. We've actually sent payloaders in ahead of the plows in very serious storms.
Right.
So we cul-de-sacs, unfortunately, are last ones, but you can see the purpose in that.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Be patient. Your road will be plowed, right?
We don't leave until every road is plowed. Our drivers have 12, 14 miles to do, but if they get finished ahead of someone else who's behind it could be a breakdown, changing plow blades, etc.
Right.
It could be car accidents that have stalled them. They're assigned to help other drivers until once all the roads are complete, then everyone goes home.
Wonderful. And as far as what can the public do to help assist your department with getting the snow removed?
Well, in the suburbs, most people have driveways.
Right.
We encourage, please use them.
Right.
It's a lot easier for the plow to go down a street, and they don't have to zigzag in and out of where cars are. When you plow your driveway, keep the snow on your property. When you plow your sidewalks, keep the snow on your property. It's very defeating for the plow driver to plow a road and then come back a couple hours later and find residents depositing snow in the road. I believe it's actually, in some cases, we've called the police.
Oh, wow.
Because people just simply ignore it. In the center of town, it's a little harder for the renters.
Right.
Parking your car, we encourage them to use the public parking that we have behind the stores on Center Street. You would have parking at Doolittle Park, especially in the center of town. If you can get your car off the street, it really helps us a lot. And we try not to call a parking ban for 1-2 inches of snow, but once the snow gets up to 5 inches, the ban is automatic.
Right.
So the residents should know that. But we try and give them at least 4 or 5 hours notice if there's going to be a parking ban.
Right, and parking bans are listed on the government channel.
Yes,
and on news channels as
we go
well.
through the police department for that. We tell them that we want a parking ban start. Even if there's 3 inches of snow, we can declare a parking ban. Just makes it a lot easier for our drivers in the in-town area where there's a lot of cars.
Right. Okay, well, we have a few minutes left. Is there anything else that you think is pertinent for the public to know?
Well, I think if the public works with Public Works, I know we break their mailboxes and they're not too happy about that, but we do have a replacement program for that.
Yes.
And it's just like I say, those simple courtesy,
Right.
don't throw the snow back in the street and
Get your garbage
get
cans
your
out of the road.
garbage cans. That's always a problem. The poor garbage man has to go on lawns to get the garbage. But I think just the parking of cars, don't deposit snow in the travelways or roads,
Right.
helps us a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. I hope we have a light winter.
Yes, me too. And maybe we'll see you in the spring.
Yes, you will.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. Again, I'm Stacey Hoppes. We'll see you around town.